trade lines. Okay. If you don't know what trade lines are, I do have a video. I'm not going to go into this long drawn out thing about trade lines, but in a nutshell, anything you're paying monthly on, or your client's paying monthly on, like credit card debt, your rent, right? Your car loan, these are all trade lines. Your mortgage, these are trade lines. So, in particular, we're going to talk about the credit card trade line. So, remember, I said earlier, your clients may not necessarily need credit repair. Maybe they just need a trade line. So, I had a ton of my own credit cards or trade lines, but my clientele got so huge, I needed to actually sign up with the company. So I have access to over 600 trade lines, and they're refreshed every single day. And what a trade line can do is boost up a client's credit score within 30 days, sometimes a week, 2 weeks, depending on what date they choose. I explain it to the client as needed. I will pick up on it usually during the consultation. So if you send me a client over and they're like, oh, they got a 400 credit score, I can't work with them. Let me tell you, I can work with them. Okay, if you need a score, I got you. If you need to build a profile, and this person has been renting, I don't care if they're renting from their mother, their father, I don't care who they're renting from. We can put that, go through rent reporters, okay? And then we can, now they have a history, now they have a trade line, and then maybe they got on a cheap trade line, right? Just meaning credit card, and boom, their score is up. I can give you an example. And this person actually allowed me to interview them. This is a couple of years ago. He had no credit at all whatsoever. This man was trying to purchase a home, and his score was literally 420, I do believe, 420, 450, something, whatever the lowest of the low is. And that's because he paid for everything in cash. Now, what happened was he came to me and he thought he needed credit repair. And I was like, you don't need credit repair. You don't have any credit. And remember, back in the day, they're like, okay, no credit is good credit. That is cockamamie. That's not true. Okay. No credit and bad credit. It's just horrible because you don't have a track record. Nobody can trust you, right? Okay. Now, what happened was I said, you just need a trade line. And he was fine with not paying credit repair. He wanted all his money to go to a very high priced trade line, even though it wasn't necessary. However, this trade line was literally going to report in within a week, right? So he chose that trade line and it posted, and I checked his credit karma, and he went from a 450, let's say 450, to an 820 in 4 days. This is not made up. This is real. This is not illegal. This is not, wrong, morally wrong. These are different options that you can have. I do not mind doing another video on it. I do videos on it all the time. But yes, this is also a way. Rent reporters, some people don't realize that they can report their rent, and that's deemed a trade line. And all it takes is less than 30 days for it to report, and your client has that score that you need.